It's starting to finally warm up out there.
Yeah, no, it's not bad.
So what's new with you?
Just starting to get busy with work.
Wait, what is it? What do you do again?
I'm an auditor.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So-
For the IRS or?
No, CPA firm.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. I remember.
Mostly retirement plans nowadays.
So you're an auditor for a CPA firm?
Yeah. And then, yeah, mostly retirement plans. If you have over 100 people, you have to get an audit, generally.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
For like a, say like a 401k plan or a pension plan. Yeah, but I see that, make sure that whatever people have elected they got and made its way into the trust, etc.
Oh well. And that someone's not stealing or whatever.
Right.
And so are you a CPA or?
Yeah, I am. Yep.
You're hired. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I'm just kidding. You have a lot more. Yeah, that's a good thing to. That's one of the good things to learn is accounting and everything else, especially for business.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I mean, it's one of the most important parts of the business.
Because I think so many people just get in over, and then once things start getting complicated, it's easy for people to start screwing things up.
And what do you mean like when things start getting complicated? Like at to what level? Like when you're having 100 employees or?
No, even in just in general. So, like say, even if you're like a non-profit or something, and you have several different programs going on, it gets complicated for them to track everything appropriately.
Oh yeah.
And then those get weird too because people can say how they want the money to be used for. So you actually kind of need to get sophisticated to set up your systems.
And where do you live up here in the Heights?
Yeah, around here, right off of Eubank. Not too far away, like 10 minutes.
Eubank Academy?
No, a little bit south, like by I-40.
Oh yeah. How long did it take you to become a CPA?
Well, it's like a multi-step. I kind of did a weird direction. I originally studied economics. Then I took so to be a CPA you have to have 150 credit hours of school,
Mm-hmm.
and 30 credit hours of accounting. So I did my 30 hours of accounting after I already got a master's in economics and took the exams. Then you have to work under a CPA for a year. and get them to vouch for your experience.
Oh well.
There's 4 exams that you have to pass in an 18-month period. I passed a couple before I even started working under a CPA, and then 2 while I was working with the CPA. And that's when I became one.
And what led you to want to become one?
That would be an easier career path and be able to like break off on my own one day if I wanted to.
Absolutely. Yeah, that'd be very easy for you to do.
Yeah, I'm still considering it.
Easy for you to do. You have all the variables sealed. You're a master at what you do, and you do taxes.
And my wife is an accountant too, so
God,
we can.
dude. I would never in a lifetime work for anyone if I had all of that. I don't have any of that, and I still don't, but I'm just saying there's no way. Because that's awesome that she's an accountant, so it's like, wow. That takes the load off.
Yeah.
And so who will you do taxes for? Like if you, open up your own, like do you like for education or nonprofit or?
I'd probably start with individuals.
Oh, nice.
Um,
Yeah, if you ever did that, I would hire you quick.
oh, cool.
Immediately. The same day that you started, without a shadow of a doubt. Just telling you that,
Oh, awesome.
you know, without a doubt. The moment you started, I'd hire you immediately. And then I'd have all my buddies that have businesses hire you.
That would be awesome.
The guy with the dispensary, I'd have him go through you to do taxes. We would all, everyone would. So I mean, that's what I say.
Crew here. So. How are you finding the comb area?
I'm actually trying to comb it back.
Oh. Easy enough. So I can double check it, make sure it lays the way it's supposed to be doing.
And what's cool too is when you meet like entrepreneurs, then you'll start. Most entrepreneurs know other entrepreneurs, so it's like you'll start to feed off of that. In other words, if you started your tax business and you were really willing to just start out as individual, then we'd have all those individuals for you. And then once you got comfortable with that, you'd grow out of that and you'd jump into whatever the next thing. I feel like that would be starting out, at a good point, really easy for you to. It'd be nothing.
Yeah.
Because then you and your wife could have a sick ass spot and then have it to where you really don't even need to do that. You could almost do it remote to launch it. You know what I mean? If you really wanted to organically do it. And I like doing it because I'm starting a barber academy at some point. I'm just now getting all the licenses together and shit together for the barber school.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's.
Do they still have that barber college in town?
There's a bunch of them.
There's a good handful.
Albuquerque Barber College, a Better You Barber Academy, Metro, Paul Mitchell, where he's Tony and guy used to be there, they're gone. Veda, Dorabella. Shit, if we weren't in private, I would be like, what is it you're making? And I would, in the moment I knew what you were making, I'd tell you to quit your job the same fucking day. I put that on Jesus Christ. And then you'd do my taxes and you'd understand why I told you that. It's like if you were scared, I would start the whole thing instead of that. But I'm just saying I wouldn't recommend that. I'd recommend the husband and wife because the careers intertwined already.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of nice because she knows what I'm talking about. So.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then it's your wife, you can trust her, so it's like,
Right.
it's perfect. I mean, you can't get every wife involved in your business, but if one's an accountant and you're a CPA, you damn sure you can. Yeah, I'm serious. If I knew what you made and it was a certain amount, I'd tell you to quit today.
Oh, really?
But if it wasn't that amount, then you would know and you'd have to rationalize and then, but from a mathematical standpoint, I would know immediately whether it was going to happen or not, and whether it would be worth it or not. From an economical standpoint, it always is because you shifted the control to yourself.
Yeah.
So
You get
from-
tired of working so many hours for someone else.
Exactly. You will work those, you probably won't. You could probably, because I'd say in the beginning, you will work those long hours to be able to, but with your kind of position and job, it's easier for you to just, you're able to have certain hours that you only have to put those, and your work isn't that hard, just to say, dude. I mean, look, I'm not one to say that. I'm saying all the books you read and everything to get there is, but, as far as, the mathematical expression and doing all that shit is easy for you. So it's kind of like, you've already, it isn't like, you're not hauling sheetrock.
Yeah.
I feel like your wife's job is harder, but she likes it. So, you know what I mean? Therefore, it makes it easy for her.
Yeah.
The accounting sucks. I don't like any of that shit at all.
Nick, it gets complex.
But I'm just saying, because it bothers me because I won't sleep at night. So I did accounting for myself, and obviously I did my books. I keep track of all that, and then I saw one little slight mathematical error that didn't matter. It was within $7, but that's a big fucking deal. So it's like, I had to get in there and then I corrected the issue, and it happened to be math. You know what I mean? So if you're not doing everything just perfectly, you could fuck it up.
Right.
So that's why I'm saying I don't like that shit. It's real tidy, dude. I'm learning. Like, the accounting is, like, I like being tidy and everything, but the accounting has a lot to do with fucking, numbers and the tidiness of it, and it has to make sense. That's the part at the end. Numbers have to add up.
I want you to check this out.
So if I show you my gross receipt sales tax, and it's, if I show you my gross receipt sales tax, let me give you a reverse engineered number. So I paid
Back here.
I paid $1,200 last month in taxes. And so gross receipts, it doesn't take a genius to, know that it's 7.75% sales tax. So I'm just saying you could pull the number that he made. You get it?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? You know what he made.
Cool.
So let me
Yeah.
give you a better expression. If you made 10,000 and you paid 800 in taxes,
shocking. There's
you know what 7.75
Right,
is.
and
I'm
like,
just saying, it's, you know what I mean? You
Doing
can get to
art
the
is just
number.
such a huge
So in
change.
other words, when I check
I've done
my
it before,
math
and I was like,
and I
holy
reverse
shit.
math and I reverse when I check my math and I go back and I try to check for the answer and it doesn't add up, then you had to have made a mistake.
Cool,
Right.
but like I said, we can
Do
definitely
you use like
paper that up
QuickBooks or
if
anything
you
like that,
want.
or you just?
No, I have a CPA.
Could be.
Yeah.
I don't use why? Do you like QuickBooks? Or I use myself. I don't use any
Yeah.
of that shit.
It's
Yeah, I
okay.
do. I like it.
If you once you
Someone
start
asked
getting,
me that too.
it depends on what kind of
Especially with the-
transactions you
I'm gonna
have as
give
a
you the option.
business.
Even a table could be making a change where I'm like, uh-oh.
Maybe just like right along.
Yeah, I keep it small, just so it gets much.
So things start getting like the more like financial transactions you enter into, the more complex it gets. So
And when you
there's,
mean
like,
more, how many? Do you mean over 1,000 a day, or do you mean?
Oh no, I'm
What
talking
is
about
more?
just like when companies start doing like lots of like debt agreements with banks and lots of like leases and things like that. Things start getting more
Oh, yeah.
complex just because of how the rules of how you have to account for it.
Or being able to, so imagine starting imagine you pay 40,000 in taxes a year. Imagine starting a nonprofit and then giving yourself that same salary through the nonprofit per year. What would you think of that?
Well,
And what do you think of the gut?
good.
And then see, I got rid